like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! This is it! 19! Check right 54! Right 54! You're trapped! You're trapped!
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Focus attack! 19! Hey, let's skip this! 24! Alert! 45. Mike, 45.
From the 29, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
We own them! We own them!
Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Just like that. Just like that.
Ryan. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Mike. Check 55. Mike. Tackle.
On first down, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready. Back 25. Get that one.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
Ready. 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Got it. Banjo. 55.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Go. Check 55.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Texans nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio with kickoff for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Watson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 45, Mike.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Get set. 318. 54. Rip left. Hey, one set. Check out. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Down, get ready, get ready. Eat. 3 bucks.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Coming to you.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
A shotgun snap for Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready? Back 25. Defense wins championships, baby.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. Devontae Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Check 53. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 36. Hey, check. Got it. All right, 26.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, what's that?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's get it. Who's set? 18. Here we go. 2 times. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Reset. 19. Mike, 45.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Play it, play it, play it, play it. 45.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
You got him.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And his pass, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, that's trash.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready! My 54! You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
A first down carry for Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready, we're ready! We're ready! 54, 54. You must be dreaming.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. On the ball.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing hard.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, back 25. They're not ready. Check. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Down. Ready. Blue 80.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Freeman again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
54, check right 54. Right 54.
From the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
This is it. 19. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From his goal line here, Watson. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 97 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now going to run the option right. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
And it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Texans 14. Giorgio Tavecchio, the kickoff for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Now let's go.
54, check, walk 54, walk 54.
Now let's go.
Now Watson, gonna throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready, we're ready. Let's 25! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Shift!
Ryan. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it!
Alert!
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go, defense.
Try to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Bandit. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, express. That's a 61. Matchbox lights.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Check. Lucky.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. It's Smith. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, blue 80. White 25.
55. You can't block me.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Atlanta.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ito Smith, about 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready, white 25.
54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready, blue 80, like 25. Get the ball. Watch the back, watch the back. All right, 25.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Check 99, check 99.
This is Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. To try again after the sack. Watson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Motion, motion. Hey, 59.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.